We're back, and it is time for the big event. Let's go through this real quick. All right. What did they say about show was awesome? Anybody new? No? Alright, let us look at our roster real quick. I want to see Ren. No, it is in personal details. Positive opinion of Kuma. Alright, we have gotten that done. Does Kuma have a positive opinion? Yes. Alright, then Seigo still had a negative opinion. Right? Personal details. Negative destiny. And then negative opinion of Jack Kennedy. Like Jack just isn't up to snuff. So you may be getting rid of Jack soon. Probably after. Alright, well, it's only for a year. We could keep him for a year. But he is not. Doing super well. Alright, on to the big event. Summer Action Wars. Event details. Let's go to 3 hours. Live music, might have band. Save. Nobody gets the night off. Still no Yuma Anzai. Alright. So Shubo, Chuko, Hokkaido, Kansai, Kanto, Kyushu, Shikoku, Tohoku, Kansai it is. Pick the best option. Alright, finalize the broadcasters. Use this broadcaster. Use this broadcaster. Yep. Booking team meeting. Spend creative energy. Character ideas. Discard. Discard. Save. Big gamble, no. Any good incidents here? All right, Jack. You're doing something good, finally. Hanging out with Kento. Train. Protege stuff. Protege stuff. All right. Address locker room. Was Sego and Destiny. That's unlikely to do anything. All right. So we know that our main event has been June Saito versus Shotaro. For the title. And go 30 minutes. Shotaro is going to win. Can you guys do a steal the show? Hello, TARDIS mechanic. How are you? Can we? Oh, I'm not going to be super useful on that. I have been watching AJPW lately though, because I wanted to figure out exactly what's going on. But they are. If you went back and watched NWA wrestling from the 1980s, I'm not talking WCW slash Jim Crockett Promotions wrestling, but I'm talking like You know, more like God, the the North Central, Gagne, uh, his promotion. Uh, it's um, very few people jump off the ropes. There's like four of the wrestlers actually like do over the top rope stuff. Um, it's a lot of just throwing elbows into people's faces, which is AJPW, um, uh, which differs greatly from NJPW's style of just all out you know uh, stuff. Uh, like the big star for AJPW, Kento's finishing move is a suplex. Um, Regular and slow build. God, Gagne. Brian Gagne. He was. Oh, the AWA. Uh, it's a lot like AWA wrestling. Like Mid South was. Also, they don't do AJPW doesn't really do skits or anything. It's just they walk out. There's a couple wrestlers who do funny things while walking out. One of the guys, Kuroshi Jokyo Japan, uh, wears a blazer while wrestling, and when he walks out to the ring, he runs through the crowd and like hugs people and stuff like that. And then he literally, when he does his slap to the face, he holds his blazer jacket and slaps you with the blazer jacket. Uh, but the this guy June was the champ up until September, and he lost it to their ace. But I'm changing that up and having Shotaro take over. Then we want a tag team championship match. And Shotaro is in charge of a stable called Havoc, but I didn't bring in the actual members of Havoc. I brought in the Legion of Pain and another wrestler because the uh, Odyssey Jones and Zion were the guys actually brought in to be the tag team in Havoc, but in uh, in this mod they have bad personalities, and I didn't want to bring in the bad personalities. Um, who should I have them go up against? Yeah, let's go there. So, there we go. I don't even know if you're still in here. You're still in here. All right. But we're gonna have Rizar win. Like I have a lot of things that, I'm not doing a local to global or anything like that. I'm just playing for fun. So like uh, loser. Let's get Musashi pinned. Oh, yeah, I want that done. Um, then we need Ren versus somebody. Divisions. TV. Um, there's that. Then we need a juniors match. And strong style in this. I mean, the King's Road style. Uh, the how well a match is less about popularity of the guys and more about how well they work. All right, titles, junior heavyweight. Kind of. Uh, oh no, most Japanese, uh, a lot of Japanese guys go till like forever. Like I have a guy that I'm just not using called Masanobu Fuchi. If I look at my roster, he's 71 and he's retiring in 30 days. And he still has basics of 96. But I've just been using him as a road agent. Like I have think my next oldest is Senor Saito, and nope, I have somebody older than him. Who do I have older? '50 to '80, and then any in ring. ATM, who is literally uh, the owner of a car rental and sales company that is the sponsor for AJPW. Yep, he retired because of injuries. They like that's usually what causes them to retire is their body just can't handle anymore. If their body can keep going, they keep going. Minoru Suzuki's 57, he's still going. Like Tanaka is 52, Senior Saito is 50. And basically what I use these guys for and what I typically use guys over 40. Oh, that's the wrong one. My people over 40 that I'm mostly using to fight my younger guys. Because they still have good things. So if they're fighting younger wrestlers who are still growing, they have a better chance to like get the younger guy to increase in their stats. So, and then I do have Chono as a road agent, but you know, he retired. I'm pretty sure because of injuries. You know, then you had Kenta Kobayashi, who retired because of injuries. You know, that is just usually what happens. Like, well, if you in the '90s, AJPW was the big one in the '90s, and then Misawa and Kenta left, and Misawa created a Noah, Pro Wrestling Noah, leaving AJPW with. Do I have him? No. With Taue and Kawada. Uh, Taue, Kawada, Misawa, and Kenta were known as the Four Pillars of Heaven. And they were like supposed to be the stars of AJPW going forward. But Giant Baba, the owner of AJPW, died suddenly, and his wife took over and kind of messed it all up, which made Misawa and Kenta leave. Toshiwaka, Kawada, and Akira Taue stayed, and uh, after that, AJPW just started going downhill. For a while, Noah was the best uh, thing going. Then Misawa dies, and everything goes to crap in Noah. New Japan finally comes out of Inokiism and starts figuring things out and becomes what it became. Um, but basically, uh, like if you want to look into really great stuff from the 90s and 2000s, you want to watch AJPW Four Pillars of Heaven matches. It's literally how hard can we throw each other on our heads and keep getting up. Um, then, so AJPW was going, was at a low point. Their ace becomes this guy Sawama, um, and Suwama basically, you know, does some good stuff, but isn't, a superstar. And then after Suwama, their ace became Kento, who is a superstar, but because AJPW doesn't really do gimmicks and uh, whatnot, like they also don't do faces versus heels, so it's just literally. I was watching um, a match from uh, last last month. Like they have gimmicks, but the gimmicks don't matter. Like this guy, his gimmicks literally, I wear a blazer and I'm funny. Uh, if you know anything about anime, Seigo Tachibana, who is this guy, the Tokyo Japan guy's partner, he's literally a comic book version of a yakuza gangster. Uh, like they have little gimmicks, but the gimmicks don't matter in AJPW. Um, like in the middle of a match, he will literally like uh, kind of do a squat and look at somebody funny and you know, say something. But the one of the matches in the show I had watched was Havoc versus Havoc, and it was just a good match. They didn't hold anything back, but that's what they do. They also like they'll grab three guys from three different groups and put them against three guys from three different groups, and the next show they'll use basically the same six guys but in a different pairing. So it's like wins and losses matter, but they don't. It's really how good the match is. Um, and I think they have their storylines aren't really uh like you have to watch years to get the storyline because uh you know Kento might face off against, let's say, Musashi. Kento beats Musashi with his signature move. You know, 8 months later, they're in a singles match against each other again. Kento uses his signature move against Musashi, and all of a sudden, Musashi kicks out because he's had that used on him before. So Kento now needs a different move to beat Musashi. Uh, basically, if you try to use the same move to beat somebody, a second time, he has a better chance of kicking out. Uh, but a negative thing that I've found while watching AJPW is a lot of times uh, about half the roster take like they're not super fluid with what's going on all the time. So you can obviously see that they're trying to set up some sort of move or thing instead of, a guy hits the ropes and runs into, another guy's arms and he picks him up and boom, power slam. Instead, you know, it's obvious that they're trying to set something up. All right, I need a big match. All right, let us do a 4-way. I want reset. I need division triple crown. All right, Davy Boy. Kento. Exclude already booked. Yuma is still in. Hideki isn't. Let's go Ray. Let's do a 30-minute match. We're going to have Hideki win. Loser will be Davy Boy. Steal the show. There we go. All right. Then I want a 4x4. All right. Ushi, Naito. There we go. And then Kuma. Oh yeah, because he is injured. Seigo and then Takashi. But a lot of their matches, like on a show, they might have one versus one match. They do a lot of 3 versus 3 and 4 versus 4. Then I want Bushi. And I want you to pin Kuma. No, I'm doing this all wrong. Bushi wins. Kuma loses. Right. And one more match. Hammerstone. Minoru Suzuki versus Sato. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Hammerstone wins. Sato loses. And let's do a work the crowd. Alright, then we need pre-matches, pre-show. Let's do a 4. No, let's do a 5 versus 5. Where do that. Then we want Masayuki. Yuji. Go. And Omega. Like, these are all older guys. These are all my rookies. They're in a pre-show match, and the older guys are just going to take them on. Yuji. There we go. Loser. Fano. There we go. And then I can do 2 15-minute matches. Alright, and then another singles. Actually, let's do it. Yeah. Alright. So let's see how we do here. That's 63. Hayato did pretty decently. Alright. Ooh. Well, that's not good. Alright. And the first match of our actual show. Great wrestling, decent reaction. All right. Got 63 there. All right. This is only 57. Kuma was off his game. Destiny did well. All right. And ooh, this is a 51. This did not go well. All right. Well, he did well. All right. This did okay. And for the last match, it's a 66. They did well. All right. Okay. Let's give Shotaro a hug. June a hug. And all right. Financials did well. Popularity. All right. Well, I'm gonna go figure out lunch. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back on at some point, but you have a good day.